Shalom. I want to start by giving all praises and honor, glory and honor to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. Double honor
Shalom.
to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who taught us this knowledge in truth and sincerity, diligently, mostly all of their lives, and have labored in this truth diligently. Double honors to those men. Now, this lesson is going to be focused clearly on Babylon the Great, because Babylon is America. Babylon is America in the scriptures. Well, it's not talking about ancient Babylon, but there is an ancient Babylon, but it's not talking about that Babylon. It's talking about America. And we believe this because these are new prophecies. And these prophecies says that Babylon is going to be destroyed by fire, by thermonuclear fire, that Gog and Magog, Russia, is going to destroy Babylon with arrows. Now, that has not happened in recent history. So it has to be talking about future events, of future prophecy. And we recognize that this has to be talking about America. You know, because there's no other kingdom that is described. And it's no other kingdom that our children, the children of Israel, are heavily in. Because you have Israelites all in America. So the main stronghold that all the so-called Jews are at is America. But it's some scattered out throughout the world, but the main target is America. That's where our people were killed and slaughtered, genocide, all these things happened to our people in America. And it's still happening to this day. Like the script, like Psalm 89 says, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and said, let us cut them off from being a nation. So they have done that. Why you think you see abortion clinics every damn where? Why you think you see gun stores every damn where? Why you think it's drugs all in America? Because these elites are taking crafty counsel against our people, man. They destroying our people. How do them drugs get into America? We ain't got no boats. We ain't got no planes. We ain't got no power to go get shit like that. We ain't got no land to grow shit like that. Come on now. Y'all gotta see the bigger problem. Y'all gotta see the agenda here, man. It's in Psalm 89 and 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. So they have taken crafty counsel against our people. Abortion clinics, cigarette posters everywhere. They take them through this bitch-ass, stupid-ass school system and try to teach them and completely brainwash them. It's just not right, man. And then you got to talk about the laws that are, it ain't no justice for our people, man. Like it says in Isaiah 42, man, none saith restore, man. Because all these nations, man, they okay with it. And they gonna get beat upside the damn head. Watch. This is Isaiah 42, and I'm gonna just read verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses. They are for prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore. So nobody is saying restore the children of Israel, restore them for restore all the things that belong to them, restore the blood that has been shed. Nobody is saying that. So I'm finna jump right into this prophecy. This is Jeremiah chapter 50. I want to read the whole chapter because it's a lot to read. Actually, I am. The word, this is verse 1. The word of Yahawah spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Verse 2, declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up standard, publish, and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded, Marobek is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. Because, America has a bunch of idols, man. A lot of fake gods they worship here, man. For verse 3, for out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. Now, has that ever happened? The ancient Babylon is so called in the land of um, Iraq today. Now, that land is desolate, but it's still people dwelling there. And this Babylon that it's talking about, it says ain't nobody gonna dwell therein, man. Not man nor beast. Verse 4. In those days and in that time, said Yahawah, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping. They shall go and seek Yahawah their power. Now that is happening right now. Verse 5. They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward, saying, come, let us join ourselves to Yahawah in a perpetual covenant that shall not be forgotten. And that is happening now, man. Verse 6. My people have been lost sheep, and Yahawashi was sent to the lost sheep of the house Israel. Precept upon precept. Verse 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. And our people have, man. Our people are bugged out to this day. All that found them have devoured them. And their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against Yahawah, the habitation of justice, even Yahawah, the hope of their fathers. So we are devoured, man. Our people are devoured, man. Just like it says in Jeremiah 30 and 16. But, they're going to be devoured like it says in Jeremiah 30 and 16, man. I believe it's 16, but this is verse 8. Remove out of the midst of Babylon and go forth out of the land of the Chaldeans, and be as goats before the flock. So we gotta spiritually leave this place, man. Spiritually leave this place. Verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the northern country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. And those arrows are talking about so-called nuclear missiles, man. Those ICBMs, those intercontinental ballistic missiles that Russia has, man. And if you look it up, Russia has the best nuclear missiles, man. So that is that expert man. They have them expert arrows, man. Verse 10. And Chaldea shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahawah. Verse 11. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage. So they was glad when they destroyed us, man. These so-called Edomites, they rejoiced when they destroyed the children of Israel. When they had them in slavery. When they destroyed our people. They was happy, man. because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls. So they were satisfied, man. Verse 12, your mother shall be sore confounded, she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land and a desert. So that's America. It's going to be a desert, man. That's clear. Because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Every one that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. Verse 14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she has sinned against Yahweh. So this is real plain, you know. This is very plain. If you don't understand, it's saying gather together and surround Babylon and shoot them nuclear missiles on her and don't spare her because she has sinned against Yahweh bahasham Yahawashi. Verse 15, shout against her round about. She hath given her hand, her foundations are falling, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her, as she hath done, said Yahweh. So Yahweh is going to take revenge on her by using these nations to shoot these nuclear missiles on her, on America. You know? Verse 16, cut off the fowler from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time Shalakia. And him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn every one to his people, and shall flee every one to his own land. So they're gonna be scared, man. they gonna act right then, man, because Yahweh finna send the sword on this place. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away, and Israel is scattered. Our people are scattered all around the world, man. The four winds. Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First, the king of Assyria had devoured him, and last, this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, hath broken his bones. Verse 18, therefore thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land as I have punished the king of Assyria. And I will bring Israel again to his habitation. That's his the land of Israel. And he shall feed on Carmel and Bashan, and his soul shall be satisfied upon Mount Ephraim and Gilead. Verse 20, in those days and in that time, saith Yahweh, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for, and there shall be none, and the sins of Judah, and they shall not be found, for I will pardon them whom I reserve. So Yahweh is reserving some men that who are going to be pardoned, their sins are going to be forgiven and remembered no more, and he is going to take away their iniquity. He's going to wash away their sins. Verse 21, go up against the land of Methanium, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Perkad. Waste and utterly destroy after them, said Yahweh, and do according to all that is commanded thee. Verse 22, a sound of battle is in the land, and great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Now the hammer of the whole earth is these so-called Edomites, and that Edomite stronghold is America. They use America to hammer and to nail these other nations, man, because America's military, they say, cannot be matched, and you know they proud. So they are the hammer of the whole earth. You know, and they proud as hell, man. And that the hammer of the whole earth, which is Babylon, America, finna be cut off. Verse 24, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. So America is not going to be aware when Yahweh's going to take her ass down, man. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahweh. And that's what America do, man. They make laws and statutes against the scriptures, man. Like gay marriage, a man can marry a man, a woman can marry a woman, a transsexual can get. You can be a transsexual. You can be whatever race you want to be. I mean, you can be whatever gender you want to be. It ain't no such thing as gender. You can be whatever you want to be. That is against Yahweh, man. Verse 25, Yahweh hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Now the weapons of his indignation are the so-called intercontinental ballistic missiles, the ICBM missiles. Come up against her from the othermost border. Open her storehouses. Cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. So America is going to be destroyed. And these nations are going to do exactly what Yahweh wants them to do, man. They don't even know it, though, because Yahweh got them in a trick bag. Verse 27, he got everybody in the trick bag. Slay all her bullocks. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for the day is come, the time of their visitation, because Yahweh is finna visit America and the world, and he is not gonna be pleased with what he see, man. And Yahawashi is gonna get sent back, and he's finna. Yahweh really could destroy this place with one angel, but sending Yahawashi back is overkill, man. This is verse 28. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of Yahweh our power, the vengeance of his temple. And his temple is Israel. He is going to take vengeance for Israel, for the slavery, for the transatlantic slave trade, for all those hangings, those lynchings, all that shit that happened to our people. He is going to take vengeance for that. And how our people are destroyed to this day. 29. Because like the scripture says, man, they forwarded the affliction. They made it worse. I did a lesson about that last night. A quick hit about that. Call upon the archers. Call together the archers against Babylon. All ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she has done, do unto her. For she hath been proud against Yahweh, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, said Yahweh. And that is also said in the book of Isaiah, because it's not going to be men out here, man. Those men are going to be killed. And that's why these women out here are going to be searching for men, righteous men to cleave unto. Like it says in Isaiah 4 in the 4th chapter. This is verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. So Yahweh called America most proud, man. And that's true. Verse 32. The most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all around about him. Verse 33. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah are oppressed together, and they that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. And that is true, man. They won't let us go. They talk shit about how we this and that, and we leeches from the government, and all this and that and that, and all this bullshit they say about us. But why won't y'all let us go? Because they know if they let us go, America gonna fucking fall, man. We keep America afloat, man. We keep this damn bitch afloat. And if we gave America her damn glory. Who built up America, man? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Native Americans, man. We built up this damn place, and they got the nerve to talk shit about us, man. They fucking hypocrites, man. Verse 34. Their Redeemer is strong. Yahawah of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. So he gonna shut these niggas up in Babylon. He gonna shut them up. And he's gonna redeem his people and plead the cause of his people. He is gonna restore. He is gonna restore. Yahawah is gonna restore us, man. Because he is the one that did this to us. Verse 35. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, said Yahawah, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. 36. A sword is upon the liars, and shall doth and shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. Verse 37. A sword is upon their horses, and upon their chariots, and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her. And in America is it's a lot of people in America, all different nations. And they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. Verse 38. A drought is upon her waters, and she shall be dried up, for it is the land of graven images, and they are mad with their idols. And they are. You got the Statue of Liberty, you got the Washington Monument, you got all these damn idols and shit that are in America. Pyramids and shit. Verse 39. Therefore the wild beasts of the desert with the wild beasts of the islands shall dwell there, and the isles shall dwell therein, and it shall be no more inhabited forever, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. So America is gonna be a place for the wild desert animals, man, like owls, probably coyotes. I don't know all the desert animals, but they gonna be here in America. Ain't gonna be nobody living in America. It's gonna be a big desert. Verse 40. As the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, said Yahawah, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Verse 41. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth. They shall hold the bow and lance. They are cruel, and will not shew mercy. Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses. Every one put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. Verse 43. The king of Babylon hath heard the report of them, and has hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail. 44. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan upon the habitation of the strong, but I will make them suddenly run run away from her. And who is the chosen man that I will appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahawah that he hath taken against Babylon, and his purposes, that he that purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate, and with them, Slakia, surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So the least is gonna draw them out, man. the least shall draw them out. Verse 46, the least of the nation gonna draw them out, man. The least of the flock shall draw them out. At the noise of, verse 46, at the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved, and the cry is heard among the nations. And that is the end of the Jeremiah chapter 50, Jeremiah chapter 50. I read the whole chapter. I'm going to do a part 2, and I'm going to do Jeremiah chapter 51, and read that whole chapter. Yahawah Radazah, you know. So with that, I hope y'all was edified, man. And these things is going to happen, and it's more to come, man. It's a lot of things that's going to happen in these last days, man. We are living in a beautiful time, man. So stay faithful, stay believing, man. You know, believe in Yahweh bahasham Yahawashi, you know, and it's evident, you know. Believe in him, man. Put your strength in him. Call upon that name in these last days. Have faith. Faith is the key to open the door, man. You know, faith is the key, man. And have patience and endure, man. Let me read this Ecclesiastes, the second chapter, because this chapter, man, this is a bad chapter. Ecclesiastes, the second chapter. This is Ecclesiastes 2:2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make no haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mightest increase at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. So we're gonna be people are gonna come up against us, man. You know, because that is the trying of Yahweh. He is trying our faith, you know. Verse 6, believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him, that him is Yahweh. Fear ye that fear Yahweh, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Verse 8, ye that fear Yahweh, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. These are comforting words, man. Listen to these comforting words. Verse 9, ye that fear Yahweh, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Verse 10, this is the most comfort of them all. Look at the generations of old, and see, did ever any trust in Yahweh, and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear, and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Y'all should be able to easily answer that. Nobody, man. Verse 11, for Yahweh is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in the time of affliction. 12, woe be to the fearful hearts, and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. So you got to believe, man, and you're going to be defended. Woe unto you that have lost patience. That's something you must have. And what will ye do when Yahweh shall visit you? Verse 15, they that fear Yahweh they that fear Yahweh will not disobey his word, and they that fear him will keep his ways. So if you fear Yahweh, you're going to keep the law to the best of your ability. Verse 16, they that fear Yahweh will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him will be filled with the law. Ooh, that's a cut on a lot of people. They that fear Yahweh would prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, verse 18, saying, we will fall into the hands of Yahweh, and not into the hands of men, for as his majesty is, so is his mercy. So I hope y'all was encouraged through the spirit and power of Yahawashi that is in these scriptures. So uh with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. Double honor to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. And I'm gonna say Shalom and death to America. Death to Babylon, man. Shalom, Makiam. I hope y'all's edified. Shalom.